Hey everybody, I'm about to show you me turning this bowl. It's a beautiful piece of oak, spalted oak, that I think I got from a wood pile somewhere, no doubt. But it is storming and I am going to get back into the house. So enjoy the video and thanks for watching. sorry y'all missed up to this point. My other camera I was using, decided it was going to do what it wanted to do. So, as you can tell, I decided to not go with the wing. Just too cracked, and it's punky, and I don't want to, if this ends up not being able to be sanded out or smooth, or if it looks good, I don't want to spend a whole lot of time sanding wings and trying to make it look great when the rest of it could possibly not look great. So it was more of a, alright, is it going to add anything to the piece, especially if the piece is not that great. I went ahead and put a tenon on it. I put a line here because I haven't decided if I want to incorporate that to a design or if I want to actually stop the bowl right there. So when I turn it around, I can see how it's wobbling and how it fares. So now I'm going to have to turn it back around and reshape it a little bit, hopefully not much. I get a lot of wobble within this area of the bowl. A lot of banging, I guess. I don't know how to call it. So I put 50/50 lacquer, thinner and lacquer on these punky areas. So hopefully that'll stiffen that up a little bit. know. I think a black would look good in there, but I don't think I brought my black. Purple. It's not going to show up much, so I should probably just do black. Maybe gold. I'll do goldy again. I don't think the video that I did last with gold in it worked out because my camera likes to shut off on its own. And of course you're turning, so you're not really paying attention to it. Oh, let me pause my music. So, what I just put in there was medium CA. It's just a thicker than the thin. I ran out of some thin and haven't had an opportunity to order more. I do have regular super glue, which sometimes works alright. I mean, I have a wormhole there. I'm hoping. I made a bowl the other day that had, out of the same wood, and it was funny. I did it a little thicker than I normally would because of the wobble. I don't think I might have explained that in the first video. Because of the wobble, I did a little thicker. Well, there was wormholes like this in there, and I came back out the next day, and a worm was living in just a little bit of thin wood, and it was sticking halfway out, trying to find its way out. It's kind of gross. Of course, it's not a bowl that I would use for food. I didn't finish it for food. Sometimes they're still alive. What I really cringe is when you're turning and then all of a sudden it's like you hit a bug in the windshield of your car because your face mask gets a splat and your arm feels all wet. Like you just keep going because you're like, well, it is what it is. Can't do nothing about it now. I've had my fair share of bug guts on me. I'm turning. I'm putting glitter in, but I'm using the wood chips to force it down in there because I don't have my gloves on. It may not seem like it did much, but it'll get it in there. In there. I'll do a final scraping. It's very punky in here. I'm hoping I can get a somewhat smooth finish. I just hate to sandpaper so deadgum much, especially on a piece that you're going to end up tossing. So then you waste all that sandpaper. I know, I sound like an El Cheapo, but I am. So I might leave this foot on here. I started to design it in such a way that, or turn it, whatever, to where I could just make that the bottom of the bowl. But after looking at it, the foot's not so bad. I might shorten it up a little bit. But if you leave it on, then you can always take it off. But once you take it off, there is no putting it back on. So I'm gonna let that glue dry a little bit. Give it a scrape. Sand it. See what kind of finish we can get on this punky thing. This punky piece of wood. You punk! So I put some glue with a little bit of glitter in there. Gold glitter. I'm gonna give us one last scrape. Feels good as far as thickness. And then I'm gonna sand it. I'm not going to video me sanding because it's boring. Oh, God bless me. I'll just bring you back when I get it down to the right finish I like, and then we'll put a finish on there. So we'll do that.
does that.